makes a video for all of the long-term care facilities for each holiday. And it's like all the clergy, and especially the retired clergy or emeritus, they say like, we're still thinking about you, we love you, and then the chazans sing like a big spirited thing for me and Malone and all that, so it's really nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, he's got a big voice.
Wow. So that's this.
Yeah.
I've never heard him daven. I've never really, maybe some video, but
Yeah.
he used to lead when we were kids. With the kids, I was a youth worker. He used to help lead services, and so he was in the choir there at the Auditorium. And he we lead the youth services. We had once a month we had U.S. by Shabbat, and he was always
Yeah,
and he became a chazan, which is great.
that's cool. Clearly he had a good experience growing up
Yeah.
somewhere along there.
And I met his son 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Temple Sinai had a nifty weekend. They were hosting for a regional thing, and we host. I live right across the field here, so we hosted three kids. They needed host homes.
Oh, nice.
And the three boys were from St. Louis, and we were just talking. It was really cool. So I got all that, and then I said, "Do you know Seth Warner?" He says, "Oh yes, our Kantor." And then I met his son. I met his son that weekend too. So.
Beautiful. Hey, Jeff. I have this on. Do you want me to check anything? And, great. Leila, Leila. Also, whenever you feel like we're ready with this, I'd be happy to see how to plug a computer in if you feel like we have time. Or after.
I think that's going to have to wait because I think we're
Okay.
it's time to go.
Okay, what time is it?
5:57.
Perfect.
Hey, it's the same time I am.
Beautiful. Checking out your board over here.
Yeah, but I'm not using that one right now. Using the one in the main one for the sanctuary. It pipes through here though, so
Gotcha.
this one was I don't know, it was giving me some not working properly. Let's just say,
I see.
but it's fun.
Cool.
It
I
was
recognize
working
this
in here, but
microphone.
I wasn't getting it in there. What's that?
I recognize this microphone
Oh, from the
from the podium in there
this is
2
the
years
old
ago.
stuff from in there. This is you're using some new stuff.
Nice.
Yep. So.
I love gear so much, so it excites me that you have so much fun stuff here.
All right, so test this. Huh. It's pretty quiet in here. Okay. I'll check that one.
Check, 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 check. Oh. Da, 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 you, you. How are you doing? Shabbat Shalom. It's good to see you. Thank you. Will you remind me your name again? Jill Levy.
And I forgot to wear my board badge.
Wonderful. Well,
And I'll be here tomorrow and I'll be wearing my badge.
great.
My name tag.
Yes. I think everybody should have name tags all the time. I'm so bad with names.
You know what they should? It would make it so much easier.
Yeah.
Because I also forget people's names. I mean, really.
Yeah.
People, I should know their names. I've been a member here for 26 years.
Uh-huh.
I don't.
Yeah, but it doesn't speak about your character.
I'm very excited for this weekend.
Thank you. Me too. How have you been? What's in your life these days?
And you?
Things are good. I've been living with my grandfather during this whole period, and it's been really sweet. Yes,
That's wonderful.
yes. But it was more fun when he's 93 now. When he was 92 and I was 29, and it was fun, and we could switch the numbers, and he'd be like, "Oh, you can wear my clothes today. It's fine." And I say, "Oh, I live here, so I'm retired."
Well, my mother is still alive. She's 91.
Mm.
She lives with my brother in England.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so comforting to know that she's there, she's fine, she can get around, she's not as mobile as she was maybe a year.
Yeah, 1, 2.
You know, slowing down. She'll be 92 in February.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing the difference in just 2 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but she lives with your brother. Yeah, so that's nice that she's able to have some support like that.
Yes, and I phone her every day, so
Oh yeah, that's great.
I get a feel how she is.
Yep. I could hear it.
Yeah,
And
It's
your
a-
grandfather is in good health.
We'll,
he's in pretty good health. Yes. Like you were saying, like it's
Test,
possible
test.
to see the decline over time. Particularly, his eyesight isn't good, so it's emotionally hard for him. I think that certain things that he used to like to do scare him because he's afraid he's going to trip over something or that type of thing. So we're doing a lot of work on what can make him feel comfortable to still go on a walk with me, like if I'm holding him or whatever it is, because I don't want him to be stuck in the house all the time. But physically speaking, besides his eyes, he seems to be, Kanahara, pretty healthy. Yeah, he works out every morning. He gets up at like 5. He puts on tefillin. He works out, drinks some decaf, and then goes back to bed. And I wake up like 4 hours after him.
My mother gets up and she does Tai Chi.
Oh, wow. Maybe we can all take a note.
Isn't that something? I do yoga.
Oh, nice.
She does Tai Chi. She said she still does it. Now,
Wow.
so that's what keeps them young.
Mm-hmm.
Just, and keeps them mobile.
Yes. And I think also for my Saba, having some responsibility has been really helpful for him. Like, he still is involved with the company that he retired from 10 years ago in some ways, just like giving some advice. Hello, oh my gosh. It's so wonderful to see.
Oh, it's so good to see you guys.
Wow.
When do you go back to St. Louis?
On Sunday.
Did I tell you that we're going to be there?
Yes, you did. Jill, I'm sorry to run away.
How are you? Vaccinated.
Okay, me too. And I had COVID not that long ago, so that's something. But good to see you. Oh my gosh! Wow. Yeah. Oh great. Yeah.
So where are you staying?
With Solomon. Yes, I did say. I said I had such a lovely time staying with Joan and Ken. And they said I think he'll stay with the rabbi and stuff. So I don't know.
We weren't asked, this is all
Okay.
official.
Okay. I see. Yes. Hey, you two. You look like adults. Pretty wild. My name's Eitan. It's been a long time since we saw each other, but I met your Abba at camp many, many years ago, before y'all.
We need to leave it on, or we're going to have to leave.
All right. One of the things that's happened because of COVID is that you have to be on time because people are online.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel like you're doing a TV show or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm sitting. I don't think I should sit up. I don't think I really need to. I think I'm going to sit off to the side or something.
Okay. So you want to take away a chair then?
No, if you need it, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay. Actually, what do you think about that?
I think so. Especially because you're not playing an instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome. Oh, so I guess this was for you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, if you want
Thank
it.
you.
People have said they're pretty comfortable. I like mine.
Lovely. I'm gonna put it in my bag for now. Hi, so good to see you.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Can I give
So
you a hug?
nice to see you. Yeah. Oh, it's great to see you.
Yes.
Yeah,
been too
welcome
long.
back.
Thank you
I
very
hope
much.
your accommodations are It's good.
They're very nice, but I also did say beforehand, they said, you should stay in a hotel with somebody. I said, I had a great time last time I was here.
You're more than welcome.
So, thank you.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom. So I'll just, I think I'll just greet people online and,
Okay.
yeah. Jeff, if you can hear me, you can just let us know when you're ready. Are we on? Oh, okay. Well, welcome everyone. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We have a nice crowd of folks here in the sanctuary where we're gathered safely, wearing our masks and taking precautions, and also greeting people at home who are watching on and joining on online. And whether you're here or at home, we want to invite you to feel yourself to be part of a larger community that is davening together tonight, that is singing tonight, because we really believe that singing is one of the ways that we connect with other human beings. And if you think about it, you can sing, you can be at a distance from someone, and I know it gets harder, but you can sing and you connect with other people through song, and God willing, in time, we will fill our sanctuaries and our spaces with people actually singing together. And in the meantime, we're singing here and at home. So it's a pleasure to invite and to welcome Eitan Kantor. Many of you remember Eitan was here in January of 2020 as our scholar in residence. Prior to that, he had been here as our High Holiday Chazan, and we had a perfectly beautiful plan to have a series of musical events with Eitan Kantor and Deborah Sachs-Mintz, each of them coming twice. And it just happened to be right around the beginning of the pandemic. So it's been almost to a year and a half delay in bringing this back to fruition. So thank you and welcome back. And we're going to begin our Kabbalat Shabbat service. Those of you here, we have the Sidur Lev Shalem. It's available as a download on our website as well for those of you that are at home. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Thank you so much, Rabbi Grunwald. It is such a joy to be back here, to see your faces. It's giving me a lot of life right now. And I'm also sending a lot of love to everybody that's here with us via streaming. Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Blessed and praised, glorified and exalted, extolled and honored, adored and lauded be the name of the Holy One, blessed be God. Beyond all blessings and hymns. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, beyond all blessings and hymns. These words come from the Kaddish, a prayer that's found many times in the liturgy every day. And this line feels to me like an invitation to strive to feel overwhelming, transcendent gratitude and amazement. An invitation to appreciate the universe so deeply that no blessing or hymn could fully express this emotion. But how can we even start to feel such a strong feeling of amazement and gratitude? One tool that we're lucky to have in our toolbox of transcendence is Shabbat. On Shabbat, hopefully, we get to put aside some of our daily concerns, our negotiations, our work of physical creation and destruction. We have a weekly structured time to help us pause and rest, look around and notice the beautiful work of creation that is already in the world, appreciate what already is, to appreciate the good in the people around us, and also to appreciate the good in ourselves. Another tool we have is nigun, melody. The Piazetzner Rebbe said that sometimes a person must build ladders to climb to the heavens, and a nigun is one of these ladders. I'd like to teach a simple nigun, a simple melody to the words Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. This melody is by my friend Eliana Light. And while in the next few minutes we may not achieve a state of gratitude and appreciation beyond all blessings and hymns that could ever be composed, I hope this nigun will act as a ladder for us, allowing us to climb upward through this warm Shabbat energy towards a state of appreciation of what is. This song has 2 parts, and the first part of it is responsive, so I invite you to repeat each line after me. I'll teach that part first, and then I'll teach the B part, which is not responsive. It goes like this. Le'ela, 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 Le'ela. Beautiful. Le'ela, 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 Le'ela. Your voices sound so you. The B part is going to be all together. I'll sing it a couple times and you can join me when you're feeling ready. It goes like Min kol birchata veshirata. Here we go. Min kol birchata veshirata. We'll do that part one more time. Here we go. Min kol virchata veshirata. Le'ela, 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 min kol birchata veshirata. Le'ela, 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 min kol birchata veshirata. Yedid Nefesh is found on page 10. Yedid Nefesh Rachaman Mishoch Avedach Yeretzonach Yarut Avedach Kemo Ayal Ishtachavemu Hadarach Ki Yeravelo Yedidutach Nofet Suvavecholeta Hadurina Eziv Ha'olam Nashicholat Ahavatach Ana Elenarefana Allah Beharot La No Azivach Az Titchazei V'Titrovopeh Lehaita Lach Shiv וחת עולם ותקיימו רחמך וחובו שנא על בנו הבך כי זה כמה נחשוף ונחשף נראות בתפארת עוזך ענai לי מחמד ליבי חושנה ויעלתי תלם היגלנה ופרוס חביב עלי את סוכת שלומך תאיר ארץ מכבודך נגילה ונשמחה בך מהר אהוב וקיבה מועד לחובו בוינה כי ימי עולם ירי לי On page 11, L'chun Eranena. L'chun Eranena l'Adonai Nariya letzur yisheinu Nekadma fanav betoda Vizmirot Nariya lo elai lai lai elai elai lai lai elai elai lai elai di da 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 di da 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 elai lai 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 elai elai lai lai elai elai lai elai di da 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 ya da 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 ki agadol Arbaim shana kut bedor va'omar am to'e levavhem vehem lo yad'u derachai asher nishbati ve'afi im yavo la 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 Illai, 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 di da da da, di da da dum, illai, 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 di da 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 da, di da da dum. Page 13. Ay da la 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 da la la la. Ay da la la da la la la. Ay da la 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 da la 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 da la 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 da la 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 da da. Ay da la 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 ay da la la la. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai baruchu shemo. Paseru miyom leyom Yeshuato. Saperu v'goyim kevodo. בכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים. אלי לילה, 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 ay la 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 ay la 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 moy di di da la 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 di di da la 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 di di da la 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 ay di di la la oy di di la 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 ay di di la oh bum di di da la 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 di di da la 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 da ki ko ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ. ישמחו השמיים, השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ. אוי ירם הים, ירם הים, ירם הים ומלוא, ירם הים, ירם הים, ירם הים ומלוא, יעלו אשר בו אז ירנו לפני אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל וצדק ועמים באונתו. אדוני מלך תגל הארץ. We're on page 15. שמה ותשמח ציון ותגלנה בנות יהודה למען משפטך אדוני, כי אתה אדוני עליון על כל הארץ. מיוד נעלית על כל אלוהים, אוהבי אדוני עשינו רע. שומר נפשות חסידיו, מיד רשעים יצילם. עוזרו על הצדיק ולשני לב שמחה. שמחו צדיקים באדוני והודו לזכר קודשו. אללה la I gotta remember to breathe over here, the altitude. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the percussion and hearing your voices, and I gotta remember to breathe. We're on page 17. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash ki niflaot asa yedida yoshia lo yemino zero hakodsho Odia Adonai Yeshuato Le'inei agoyim Megillat tzidkato Zachar chasdo Le'emunato Le'eret Yisrael Ay 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 dididam bam 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 Ay ay da ay ay la la ay ay dididam ay ay didai ay ay da ay ay la 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 ay ay da dam ay didam didida ay ay didida la 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 ay ay da da ay ay da la 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 didida bam 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 ay ay da da ay ay da la 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 ay ay didida ay da da ay ay da da ay ay la 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 did la 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 ay ay da dam ay did da ay 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 did la 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 ay ay da da ay ay da la 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 oh oh ay 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 did bam bam did da la 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 did bam la 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 oh oh ay 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 did la la did da did la la did la 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 did la 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 ay da da ay did da ay 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 la 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 ay da da ay ay da 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 zachar chadav b'met le'beit Yisrael. On the bottom of page 18. Lifnei Adonai kiva nishpot haaretz nishpotei ve'tzedek v'yamim ve'meisharim alai lai alai alai lai 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 da 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 la 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 Yomemu Adonai Eloheinu V'ishtachavu lehar kodsho Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Elelai lai lai Elelai lai 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 Dididai mai da da ba didida ba didida da dam la 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 didida la 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 didida I've got a question. Technical question. When I'm davening with a group like this, especially a group that sings so nicely, I like to stop singing and listen. I don't know if any of you are being picked up. on the streaming. Can you all be heard through this microphone?
Probably some, you know.
It's just so lovely. I just want to like take it in. So thank you for what you're doing. We're on page 21, and I invite you to rise in body or spirit for Psalm 29. מזמור לדוד, אבו לאדוני בנעילים, אבו לאדוני כבוד ועוז לילה, אבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, ישתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש, כל אדוני על המים אל הכבוד ירים, אדוני עלי רבים, אדוני בכוח, כל אדוני בהדר, כל אדוני שובר ארזים, ישבר אדוני את ארזי הלבנון, וירקידם גמו וגל לבנון, ובציון כמו רעמים, אוי אוי אוי, כל אדוני כמו מוצא אבותש, כל אדוני יחיל מדבר, יחיל אדוני מדבר קדש, כל אדוני חולל איילות, ויחשוף יערות ובהיכלו, לא אומר כבוד, איי איי איי, אדוני למה בול ישב אדוני מלך לעולם, אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך דמו בשלום, דידי די 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 דידי ba 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 דידי bam, oh דידי די Ay, day, dum. We continue on page 22. You can be seated. Hanna vekovo gedulat yemincha, tatir tzerura, tabel rinat. Rinatam chasog veinu torveinu nora, Hanna v'choa gedulat yemincha, tatir tzerura, kabel rinatam chasog veinu torveinu nora, tiri-lai-lai-yo, tiri-lai-lai, 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 oh, tiri-lai-lam, tiri-lai-lo, 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 tiri-lam-bai-la-la-la-lo, ay-ya. Begin at page 23. And as we reach this sort of spiritual peak moment, the arrival of the Shabbat spouse, I hope that we can bring some of this energy, this le'ela energy, this transcendent, beyond aiming for, beyond any blessing, beyond any hymn that has been written. This is the feeling that we're maybe hoping to arrive towards. Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor vezachor bedivurecha ishmiyanu אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה לקראת שבת לכונך כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם ליסוך סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה לך דודי לקראת קהלה נקבלה מקדש מלך יהיר מלוכה קומיצי מתוך ההפכה רב לך שבט ומקבך והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה התנערי מעפר קומי לבשי בגדי תפארתך מעל יד בן ישי בית הלחמי קורבה אל נפשי גאלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה לא תבושי ולא תקלמי מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי בך יחסו אני ימי ונבנתה עיר עתילה איי 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 לך דודי איי 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 לקראת קהלה איי 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 פני שבת איי 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 נקבלה והיו למשיס שוסייך תרחקו כל מבלייך יסיץ עלייך אלוהיך תמשוש חתן על כלה איי 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 לך דודי איי 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 לקראת קהלה איי 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 פני שבת איי איי נקבלה ימינו שמאל תפארתי ואת אדוני תריצי על ידיש בין ברצי ונשמחה ונגלה אוי 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 לך דודי אוי 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 לקראת קהלה אוי 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 פני שבת אוי 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 נקבלה בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוניה וסגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 קראת כלה, איי 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 בני שבת, איי 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 נקבלה, איי 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 דדבם, איי דה דה איי דה איי דה דה, איי דה דה איי דה איי דה איי דה איי דה. We're on page 27. Unless, do we traditionally here do page 26?
Yeah, I mean, not generally, but actually I'll step in here for just a moment.
Please.
Because what Eitan just asked me about, something I was thinking about, you can step here, Eitan. On page 26, this is traditionally a time when we welcome mourners into our midst. So traditionally mourners don't attend Kabbalat Shabbat because it's a joyous service, we sing, and sometimes that feels dissonant with how we're feeling when we're mourning. And it's at this point in the service that we welcome mourners into our midst with the words on page 26. We say, Hamakom yenachem etchem betoch shar avlei Tzion v'Yerushalayim. That God should comfort you among all the mourners of Zion and Jerusalem, meaning among all those who mourn of our people and who, as a people, as a collective people, we know the experience of mourning because we have lost so much in losing our temple and destruction of Jerusalem. And we have this kind of collective experience of trauma. And we've been in this situation now for over a year and a half, doing community so in such a fragmented way, aware of illness in a way that we haven't been in most of our lives, and a great deal of suffering too. So part of how we heal from that is by slowly, carefully, with some caution coming together as a community, doing that responsibly. But we ultimately need to sing. We need to pray together. We need to be community together and hear our voices in unison. That's hamakom yenachem, right? The place. Rabbi Dahlin and I just this morning, we had an inquiry about, is a minyan, our morning minyan, there was a day when there wasn't a minyan in the room, and we didn't count the people that were online. And we didn't, eventually there was a minyan. Later for the Torah reading, for the end of the service, there was a minyan. But for the first Kaddish of the evening, of the morning, there was no minyan. And for a year and a half, we've been counting people online, counting people from a distance, because that's the only way we could have any sense of community. But a community is not really a community unless it is in a makom, right? And you're physically together in a place. There is something that is transcendent about that experience, right? Something that is different than community at distance. We do it this way because we have to right now. But our prayer is hamakom yenachem, that through coming together in a place, once again, we can be a community that comforts and holds one another. We will be saying Kaddish shortly, and thankfully we do have a minyan in the room, and so at that time we'll invite mourners to join us online. But we want to turn back to our service. Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat is on page 27. And before we move on, though, Eitan, I wanted to ask you a question about some of the music that you've been doing tonight, if I can put you on the spot. Because you had a melody that you repeated several times between prayers. And Can you tell us a little bit about that melody and just
Sure.
bringing it back in that way?
The melody that we heard for the opening and the closing of a lot of the psalms, like and it goes into a nigun that's like nice. Everybody's singing already. Beautiful. That melody was written by Joey Weisenberg, but it is strongly based on the nusach, the traditional musical modes that are used for the Kabbalat Shabbat service. Now, I didn't know this until recently, but there are actually 4 different nuschaot traditionally used for this part of Kabbalat Shabbat, but within the conservative movement in the United States, we tend to use just one of them, and it's this Jewish major mode. Like, you might hear traditionally, like, Yismechu hashamayim v'tagel ha'aretz da-da-di-da-da-da-di-dam. That's this major Kabbalat Shabbat nusach. So Joey Weisenberg's take on the nusach di-da-da-da-da-dam is also in this major mode da-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-dam. And it's just bringing the nusach into a way that we can sing it together communally.
Well, let's continue on page 27.
Bizmor shir leyom ha-shabbat, tov leodod l'Adonai, tov leodod l'Adonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, tov leodod l'Adonai, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, אוי להגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות, באמונתך בלילות, טוב להודות לאדוני. עלי הסבל. אותי כתמה יפרח כרס בלבנון יזכה שתולים בבית אדוני בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו עוד ינובון בשיבה דשנים ורעננים יהיו להגיד כי אשר אדוני צורי ולא עוולה תבוא אדוני מלכות לבש מקולות מים רבים אדירים משברי ים אדיר במלום אדוני ירותיך נאמנו מאוד לבית חנה וקודש אדוני הולך ימים The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 30.
We'll invite mourners both here and those of you at home to join in with this minyan here as we recite Mourner's Kaddish, page 30. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah ve'alma divra chirutei ve'amlich malchutei v'chayechon uvyomechon uvchayei dechol bei Yisrael b'agala uvizman kariv ve'imru Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'me'omaya yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitpa'ar ve'yitromam ve'yitnaseh V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudsha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen Oseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen.
Amen.
So we'll invite you all here and at home to rise. We're going to turn to page 39, and we'll dive in through Mariv, page 39.
Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Amvorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Umavir yom umevi laila. Avdi ben yom uven laila Adonai tzevaot shemo. L'chai kayam tamidim lochalenu le'olam va'ed. Baruch ata Adonai Hamari v'aravim ahavat olam beit Yisrael mekoret avim. On page 40. ואהבתך אל תסר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. Adonai Elohechem Emet.
Continue quietly on 43, and we'll join together on 44.
ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם, ושאוריים ובני ישראל לחנו שירה, ושמחה רבה, ואמרו כולם, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נהרת אילות הוסיף אלה. מלכותך ראו בניך, וקים לבני משה זה עליינו ואמרו, אדוני מלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל, השכיבנו ונעלנו. On page 45. ושמור צאתנו ונלחיים לשלום מעתה ועד עולם, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו והכל עמו ישראל, ויה ירושלים. We rise and body our spirit on page 46. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם לברית העולם. איי 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 ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי Shabbat vayi nafesh nitgadal v'kadash shemei Rabbah v'yalmad divrei chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'b'yomechon ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם לעולם יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרום וינשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי קודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה ימירן ויעלמה ואמרו אמן. The personal Amidah begins on page 47. I invite you to say the words that are in your heart, or the words that are in the Siddur, or both. Please feel free to continue your personal Amidah. We continue on page 53 at the top. ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות ברוך אתה אדוני Eloheinu melech, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Kol Neshamayim v'Haaretz, Magein Avot bidevaro, Mechaye Metim b'mamaro, Ha'el HaKadosh en Gemohu, המניח לימו ביום שבת קודשו. כי בם רצה להניח להם, כי בם רצה להניח להם, לפניו נעבוד ביראה ופחד, ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד, מעין הברכות. אלה הודעות אדון השלום, מקדש השבת, ברך שבי ומניח בקדושה, ויעמדו שני יונק זכר למעשה בראשית. אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואימותינו, רצה במנוחתנו, קדשנו במצוותיך, ותן חלקנו בתורתך, צווינו מטובך, ושמחנו בישועתך, ותהל ליבנו לעבדך באמת, והנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה רצון שבת קודשך, וינוחו בישראל מקדשי שמך. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. We're on page 54. יתגדל ויקדש שמי רבה, וילמד דברי חיותי והמליך מלכותי בחייכות במכון בחייתך בישראל, הגלה בזמן קריב ואמרו, אמן. יש שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם לעולם היה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרום ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירה ועמה ואמרו, אמן. תתקבל צאתנו לכל ישראל, כל דם אבוהן וישמעיה ואמרו, אמן. יהי שלום רב ומשמעיה וחיים עלינו וכל ישראל ואמרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו, אמן.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. Eitan, welcome back.
Thank you.
Denver, the Alliance. It's been a while, but so great to have you back. And I look forward to all of your singing this weekend. Shabbat services tomorrow. And a concert tomorrow night. How could it be better than that? So thank you for being here. Really. The Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kadsho b'ahava uvratzon inchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila l'mikra'ei kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'charta, yotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, b'yahava uvratzon inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha'shabbat.
Amen. Shkoyach. We continue on page 56, Aleinu, and we can remain standing. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדם, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. שבונת השמיים וידעתם ככתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
Once again, we invite mourners here and at home, and those for whom it is your custom to remain standing for the mourner's Kaddish on page 58. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba be'alma divrach yirutei ve'amlich malchutei v'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei dechol bei Yisrael Bagala uvizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehei shmerah mevorach leolam u'meil maya. Yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitpa'ar ve'yitromam ve'yitnaseh ve'yitadar ve'yitaleh ve'yitalal shmei dekudsha brichu le'ela min kol birchata ve'shirata tushbechata ve'nechemata da'amiran be'alma ve'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamaya v'chaim aleinu kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Amen.
And I would like to mention, just to extend our condolences to Sid Methner and his family on the loss of his brother Bruce, thank you, his brother Bruce. And we also extend our condolences to Alan Schreiber and his wife Lisa on the loss of their beloved son. David, thank you. May their memories be for a blessing. And just before we conclude, just want to thank you all for being here tonight. And tomorrow morning we'll be gathering, of course, for services both at Shir Chadash and in the traditional. We'd love for you to be there, and for those of you who are going to view from home as well. And we're going to conclude our service now, right?
With,
Page 62.
Let's finish where we started tonight with Le'ela. Shabbat Shalom. Yeah. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom.